won't be a very fast lap.
Hey, what's up? It's Jason Hamburg. Today we're doing something that's kind of cool. I'm in a weird spot where I have a brand new 2021 YZ250X and I have my clapped out, roached 2020 YZ250X. One has 0 hours, one has, I think, just over 195 hours on it. And we're going to go to the one spot that's not covered in ice and snow today and do a side-by-side comparison of, I don't know, probably like some lap times, maybe some drag races, maybe some hill climbs, I don't know. Basically just compare the bike, tell you what I feel, and really like kind of just remember what it's like to ride a stock bike. So check it out. Very much looking forward to this. Nice, always put your bike in the way of the other bikes that are being unloaded. It's efficiency. Finest. I have done a couple things to this bike. I put on rad guards because I would be super mad at myself if I fell over today and bent a radiator. I did the power governor mod. If you know about YZ250Xs, you probably know what that is. There's a link in the description to like the best video I've found on how to do that. But I did that just because it's so much easier and nicer when the bike's clean. And then I put on an hour meter. So outside of rad guards and the power governor mod, it's a stock bike. And then this one is, she's just lived a good life. Just treated me well. Test number 1, sweet sound. I think I'm gonna basically try and go maybe like 2 to 3 laps. If I get a good one, if I get one that feels good, I'm gonna call it good. And then if I get one on the other bike that feels good, I'll call that good. So. That is such an unsustainable pace. First one and third one were good though. Not going well. I feel like I'm unsure if I know how to ride motorcycles anymore. I'm just gonna get a clean lap. So that was not fair. I have not reviewed the times, but I guarantee you I was infinitely faster on my own bike. So we gotta figure out a solution to make things a little more fair. And in order to do that, we're gonna do a hill climb, because hill climbs are the ultimate in... You can think you're sweet at dirt bikes, and you show up and some guy with no goggles and a smoke hanging out his mouth is gonna out hill climb you all day, every day. And his bike is not dialed. So that's kind of my thinking here. This bike is currently not dialed, but it'll be a good test too of just like straight up the engines. I think gearing's not gonna play as big of a role because we're just gonna be high revving and stuff. So yeah, maybe we'll start on the freshie while I'm got lots of piss and vinegar here, and then I'll get on the old girl after. So wish me luck. All right, so I had to do 2 runs with this bike because on that first pull with my 2020, I just left it in second. That was my move on my 2021, is I left it in second. And it actually pulled what I thought was pretty good. On that first pull here, I left this in second. I was just screaming it. I knew I had easy, I could pull third with this. So I came back down, did it again in third, and it I was like, oh, okay, no, it's a lot faster. So I'm gonna go over and grab that guy, see if I can get third in it up the hill. That pulled third pretty good too, actually. It doesn't have a ton of power right off the bottom. I noticed that. When I grabbed third with my other bike, instantly I was like, all right, yeah. And I actually had a brief moment when I grabbed third with this one, and it almost felt like it wasn't gonna do it. And then all of a sudden the power hit. So I think all that stuff I have on my bike kind of just redistributes the power and kind of makes it a little more linear. Whereas this is a little more, might kind of clump the power in the mid-range and then really hits high up top, kind of like a motocross bike. That's my theory that I'm working with. We need more tests. So I think what the game plan is going to be is we got the sand pit. I just did 3 or 4 laps on this old girl. Feels pretty good. It's way dustier than it's been in the last couple days. We've been kind of motoing here the last few days. Yeah, now I'll throw some laps down on this. I think I have a little bit better of a fighting chance because the gearing's not probably going to be as big of an issue. Like the ergos and just being comfortable with really tech kind of climbs and stuff isn't going to be as big of an issue. So that is the hope, to give the old brand new bike a fighting shot here. Try and dodge some side-by-sides and some pit heroes, and we'll call her good. Gonna jump back on that one now. I don't know, that felt good. That looked good? Yeah. Try the other bike. All right, so that's that on the old bike versus brand new bike testing. It's about as scientific as it gets. We did not alter any variables. We had good hypotheses. The reason this wasn't a good scientific study was because we didn't have one of those cardboard fold-out boards with all of our shit all labeled on it. If we had that, this would have gone better. I think what I would boil things down to is it's not really apples to apples. Obviously, there's you know, a lot of ergonomic advantages to having your bike set up the way you want. So for me, I have the Fastway pegs, which I run lowered. I have the flex bars. Obviously, suspension. You know, the suspension is fully done out. Different springs, different valving. It's like built for me. So there's those things that have to be taken into account. You can definitely get away with being a little less comfortable when we were like in the third kind of section in the moto pit. I actually felt really good on this thing. Like the suspension felt like it was working really well. Ergonomically, it didn't even really feel that bad. I'm curious to go back and I'll watch the GoPro kind of compare 2 laps and see how much faster I was. But I mean, I felt faster on the 21 on the moto track. I felt infinitely better on my bike on the enduro track. But even, you know, riding and feeling better on a bone stock bike should be an indication that I need to go back to the drawing board on some things with this bike. You know, maybe my suspension or my ergonomics aren't necessarily perfect for what I want. I don't know. I guess that's what's cool about this is you can always learn. You change a part and you go and you try it and try and feel the difference and understand really what it's doing. So in the end, make your bike how you want your bike to be and quit complaining that this bike's better than that bike or that part's better than that part. Just go and ride, and then that's cooler. So until next time, thank you.